All right, so this is probably going to be like a part zero to a run that I'm probably going to try, where I try to become King of Games, get the rank King of Games in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy, any percent, where you would start by, the timer would begin theoretically after you input your name, and then the run would end when you get the screen that says, "Congratulations, you're King of Games." I'm probably the reason why I'm doing this part zero is because I just feel like it would streamline this run and be more personally interesting to me if I gave it um, if I had basically inputted or removed the need for time duels, because I could go on a long rant, but basically to me, time duels, they don't really add any skill to the game. And theoretically, if you had time duels done for you the entire time, um, you um, it doesn't really change the gameplay. But it's one of those things where, in terms of putting this run together, I still want to make it feel as legitimate as possible, even if I want to say I'm trying to input a cheat to skip a portion of this game. The thing about it is, to me, the portion I'm trying to skip um, isn't at all skillful. It's not interesting. So I'm going to basically I'm doing this part zero to show that I don't want to further tamper with the game as I need to. You know, theoretically, I would like to play this game as purely as possible, except skip the need to do time duels entirely. If you can just focus on getting all the cards or getting all the wins, that would be convenient. There's all sorts of cheats to get a bunch of wins. There's all sorts of cheats to get all the cards, but to me, that those aspects are the skill of this game. It takes thought process to skillfully get all the cards. It takes, you know, a certain amount of effort and need to beat people in a particular way and get your wins and get the rank as quickly as possible. When I think about it, to me, time duels are just a hindrance. And so, basically, again, this is kind of longer than I need to make it, but I'm making this part like a part zero just to show that I don't want to tamper with the game any more than I need to. So I have this fresh copy of the game right here through some other means. I don't want to get into it, and I'm just going to take my time to show that this is a clean game. I'm going to make a small alteration to it to be able to do the time duels. So um, that's all I'm going to do with this. Um, let's see. As you see, I've just extracted the game, and I'm going to try to find it um, and load it up for the first time in my emulator. It's completely new. I'm just going to play it out. This is the very first time. And basically, I'm just going to let this play out until it eventually gets to the part where it shows how you can do time duels. Alright, so as you can see, none of the time duels have been done. I've played the game out. I haven't really done anything yet. I've just played it out to the point that this is the earliest possible time that you can get the time duels. What I'm gonna do is save. And then I'm gonna input the cheat. So let's see. Here are the cheats right here. And this might take a second just because they can be kind of screwy or whatever. So let's see here. I have the codes written down. And let's see. And just like that, they're completely done. You saw me pull up the cheats, you saw me put it in, and now the time duels are on this file. And as long as I play this same file with those cheats applying, time duels will always be active. So I just thought that it was important to make this part just to explain that yes, I am skipping basically the need to do time duels because I don't feel like they add any skill. I wouldn't look forward to them. They're just hours of time that you don't really need to do. Theoretically, again, the way this game works, you just have to go through exams over and over again. You'll probably see me when I purposely intend to fail an exam, don't really pass it and stay in Cypher Red or whatever. I'll just not do the time duels at all. Theoretically, if you were doing this game purely and you didn't intend to do the time duels, then you could do them in any exam, even if you plan to fail it, just because eventually you'll have to do them. So if you randomly come across one, your first, second, third exam or whatever, that just means that there's less to do when you eventually decide to do all of them. So it is a time save. It is different from doing the game purely. But again, to me, the gameplay isn't really any different, and I just streamlined it. To me, this would like be an offshoot or a different category. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy, any percent, no time duels. That would be the full title with the rules I laid out at the beginning of this video. So this is just a part 0 to show that this is the intention, and I'll see how this goes, see how this fits. I'm just making it clear that this is the only tampering that I'm doing on this file. You'll have to believe me, otherwise. I don't have. There's all sorts of cheats to get wins and you know, have all the exam questions done. But I guess what I would probably do is just periodically go to this screen here, because this is the only screen that tells you how many wins you have, how many cards you have. So yeah, that's it really. I try to be as thorough as possible as I can in terms of what I'm doing here and what this run I'm gonna probably do is gonna be. So there you go. If there's any objections to it, I could probably understand it, but to me this is a pure way to do it. Again, I was very transparent in how I've had all these time duels done. It's almost a different category entirely, just skipping the time duels. It's just hours of time that you don't have to waste anymore. So that's it. Okay, so this is just a little add-on, but I'm just making it very clear that this is the cheat file that my emulator made, and this is the save file my emulator made over this game that I just freshly ripped out of the zip file. So I'm just trying to make it very, very clear that this is the only tampering or whatever that I did to the files. This is the same game. You can do this every time theoretically. Try to find, a clean version of the game and have these files. And yeah, that's it.